How will you do this? Determine whether a material is magnetic or non-magnetic. To determine whether the material is magnetic or non-magnetic, a magnet is moved over it. If the material sticks to the magnet, it is called magnetic material. If the material does not stick to the magnet, it is non-magnetic. Explain that a magnet has a certain magnetic field. The space around a magnet in which the magnetic force is active is called a magnetic field. Place a white paper on a drawing board and place a bar magnet in the middle of the paper. Spread the iron filings on the sheet and gently tap the sheet. The iron filings arrange around the magnet in definite curved lines forming a symmetric pattern. The lines are closer to each other near the poles and less crowded in the middle region around the magnet. Beyond a particular region, the iron filings will not get attracted. The region where iron filings are attracted is the magnetic field of the magnets. Find the north pole of a magnet. Take a bar magnet. Tie a thread to the center of a bar magnet and hang it from a stand. Note the direction in which the magnet settles and turn it around again. Allow it to settle and note the direction. The end of the magnet that points to the north is called the north pole, while the end that points to the south is called the south pole. The north pole is indicated by N and the south pole by S. Which magnet will you use? Iron is to be separated from thrash. Electromagnet. You are lost in a forest. Mariner's compass. A window shutter opens and shuts continuously in the wind. Permanent magnet. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate word. If a bar magnet is hung by a thread tied at its center, its north pole becomes steady in the direction of the dash pole of the earth. North. If a bar magnet is cut into equal pieces by cutting it at right angles to its axis at two places, dash bar magnets are formed and a total of dash poles are formed. 3. 6. There is repulsion between the dash poles of a magnet and attraction between its dash poles. Like, opposite. When magnetic material is taken close to a magnet, the materials acquires dash. Induced magnetism. If a magnet attracts a piece of metal, that piece must be made of dash. Magnetic material or iron. A magnet remains steady in the dash direction. North-south. Write the answers in your words. How is an electromagnet made? To make an electromagnet, we need the following apparatus: an iron nail of 10 cm length, 1 meter long insulated copper wire, a battery cell, pins. Wind the copper wire around the nail as shown in the figure. Connect the free ends of the wire to the two terminals of a cell through a plug key. Close the key to complete the circuit. Bring small pins near the tip of the nail and observe. When the circuit is completed, the iron pins are attracted by the nail and hence they stick to the nail. Write the properties of a magnet. Magnet always settles in the north-south direction. The magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or poles of a magnet. If a magnet is divided into two parts, two independent magnets are formed. It means that the two poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. A magnetic material acquires magnetism when placed near a magnet. This magnetism is called induced magnetism. There is repulsion between like poles of a magnet, while there is attraction between the opposite poles. What are the practical uses of a magnet? Magnets are materials to which objects made from iron, nickel, cobalt are attracted. But man explored magnets and its properties and made his life comfortable. Permanent magnets are used in caps of pin holders, doors of fridges, doors of cupboards, etc. Temporary magnets. Electromagnets are used in electric bells, circuit of various machines, ATM card swipe machines, MRI, magnetic resonance image, loudspeakers, electric cranes, microphones, mariner's compasses, etc. Find out, how is a mariner's compass used? A mariner's compass is a magnetic needle used in navigation to show direction by deflections. It is a direction finding instrument used in navigation. It is placed on the maps, grounds, decks as it will point to the magnetic north pole. It has two or more magnets permanently attached to a compass card which moves freely on a pivot. The needle fixed on the compass ball indicates the ship's heading position.